Hello, Assalamualaikum. Good morning. Uh, Today I'd like presentation about journal article. Uh, my name is Juanda, and my title is the effectiveness of using mind mapping for improving student reading skill. Here, there's three outline. The first is introduction, and the second is journal, and the last is conclusion. The first is introduction. Reading is very important for students in aspect of learning. The reason students can know all the knowledge of learning. The interest in reading students in Indonesia still low. The problem that occurs is the student understanding in reading is not optimal. One way to improve the ability to read and understand a text is to use mind mapping method. Mind mapping method is one of method that can increase reading skill for student. Therefore, the research question is how to improve students' reading skill through mind mapping. First article is from Kusmiatun in 2009. The title of the article is Improvement of Reading, Comprehension and Rhetoric Speaking Skills of Elementary School Students through Mind Mapping Strategies, from Journal of Education. The participants of the research were 29 students. In the first class consists 17 boys and 12 girls from SD Muhammadiyah Purwodiningrat to Yogyakarta. The data were collected through intensive observation, questionnaire, and interview. The result of the research: so the application of mind mapping strategies in Bahasa Indonesia teaching learning process could improve students' speaking and reading skills. Students were able to comprehend the passage better and perform rhetorical speaking more fluently. Similarly, students' speaking skill in both language and non-language aspect improved significantly. And the second article is from Male and Tias 2015. The title is Using Mind Mapping to Improve Student Reading Comprehension at SMK BPS and K2 Bekasi, from UK English Education Department Collegiate Journal. The participants of the study were 25 students of first class accounting class in SMK BPS K2 Bekasi. The data was collected using test and non-test technique. The test technique was a pre and two post test used to measure the reading comprehension achievement of the participant. The non-test is a questionnaire and observation test sheet. The questionnaire was used to collect data concerning the response of the student of the using mind mapping. So the result of this study revealed that mind mapping could effectively enhance the students' reading comprehension. Based on the finding and discussion presented in previous section, it can be concluded that mind mapping was successful to improve the reading comprehension ability of the participants. And the third article is from Indriana and Sauri in 2018. The title is Improving Students' Reading Comprehension by Using Mind Mapping to the Second Semester Students of Management Informatika Department of STM IKA Mataram, from Journal of Unmas Mataram. The participants in the study were students of the second semester of Management Informatika at Sekolah Tinggi Manajemen Informatika Komputer in Mataram. Holding the discussion with lecturer and the collaborator and doing observation in the English teaching and learning process. The instrument of the study were a pretest and posttest, observation guidelines, and interview guidelines. Qualitative and quantitative methods were used to collect this data. The data were analyzed from the field notes, interview, transcript, and the result of the pretest and posttest. The result of the study showed that students' reading comprehension in English while teaching and learning process improved through mind mapping. So the result of the research showed that the mean score post-test was higher than score in a pretest. The score in pretest was 62.7 and of post-test increased 75.8. And next article, the fourth article is from Azhar and Ras in 2017. The title is The Effect of Mind Mapping Strategy on Reading Comprehension of Narrative Text of the Second Year Students of SMPN 13 Pekanbaru. The participant of this study is the second year of SMPN 13 Pekanbaru. Consists of 40 students out of the population. I don't know how many boys and how many girls, but it's chosen by using cluster sampling technique. The research model was one group, pretest and posttest design. The needed data were collected by administering a reading comprehension test of narrative text in a pretest and a posttest. The finding of the research showed that the mean score posttest was higher than a pretest. The posttest is 71 and the pretest was 63. It means that the mind mapping strategy was effective for teaching reading comprehension in narrative text. The implication of the finding was that use mind mapping strategy in meaningful one in the part of students, increasing the level of reading comprehension. And next article is for fifth article from Patria and Sukirlan in 2013. The title is Increasing Students' Reading Comprehension Through Mind Mapping Technique from Narrative Text, from journal Unila. This research was conducted at SMN 2 Kota Metro in Lampung. The participants of this study were 30 students of the first grade SMN 2 Kota Metro Lampung. The data collected using quantitative study, which had intake group, pretest, posttest design. The results show that students' mean scores in the pretest was 58 and posttest was 70. It can be seen that student mean score of posttest was increased about 12 points after being through mind mapping technique. So the highest score of the pretest was 89, which the highest score posttest was increased to 90. The results show that mind mapping technique was effective to increase students' reading comprehension of narrative text again. So the effectiveness of was also supported by the student response from the questionnaire. I think the student was like this method using mind mapping. From the questionnaire, 96% from result student give a positive and 3% give a negative response. And the last article is from Susanti and Yustianti. The effect of mind mapping to the students' reading comprehension. The participants of this study were 10-7 SMIN Pace, year 2017. This research approach was quantitative research and experimental design. Name of group, pretest and posttest design again. The implication of this research is mind mapping technique is good technique for increasing reading comprehension as one to Pace. The students are easier to understand, active to answer question and telling. So I think the conclusion is all article is answer my research question. All of them increase students reading comprehension in all of aspect, and students like it. And I think it's all from my presentation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.